Hey everybody, what's up? This is Dr. Mike. Guess what? I got a new patient. Look at this. Look at this patient. Look, it's all broke. It's all broke. I just had to do that. I'm sorry. Should I tell him? I don't even have any dairy sutures. Isn't that crazy? Where's my pretty wife now? In my house. Oh my God. I'm on the street, baby. When you gonna pick me up? Yo, still fighting a fucking pink. That's just tough talking about. Where's Deanna? I just heard she might be my real wife, and the rest of you was like trying to steal me away from her. Something wrong with the synchronization here. Are we in sync? Remember the boy bands back in the day? Wasn't they funny? Kind of cute though. Can you imagine me with a like a comb over? Like, come on over. Remember them days? New Kids on the Block and stuff. Now look, my book's all ripped and stuff. What am I supposed to do with this fucking thing? Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. Let me see, I got some other toilet things. Bet you expect me to pull something else up. Abracadabra. Want to reach out and grab you. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'll get a word for the day. I'm going to do the word for the day. Anybody hear the word for the day? That's not too bad. We go over here though, because I got some toys over here. I got some apps and stuff. So I don't know if I can add them while I'm broadcasting here. Oh wait. Let me see. I could read. Want to read some stuff? We'll have biology course. Well, first we'll do the opening prayer, okay? I want to do the opening prayer from the Holy Bible. The invocations. I'm a minister, I tell you that. I got to do it. Now, if we was someplace like, see, I'm lucky compared to some of you, because I could do this like here and not really get in any trouble, like legally, right? Just for doing this, but I could do this like in every country in the world with their religious order, you know, the holy books and stuff like that. They gave me the right for that. I had to go there and get beat up a few times. Put on a song and dance and tell everybody, oh, it's okay. Imagine what a fucking house. What experience that was, huh? Hi, how are you? No, my jaw's not just wired. I'm having a fucking flashback. What do you think about a flashback of? Remember that? They said that's the reason why. Bet you said no, I was in that band too, did you? Fucking ass. Where's Kurt Cobain now? He's like, you died. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Kurt. I know you're around here somewhere. Probably protect your interests. Same with Chris Cornell. He's probably buddy up, cruising around, fucking undercover vicing or something. I don't know for sure though, so don't give me the line. Okay, I'm gonna share. You like the Book of Chronicles? Because I'm gonna read from it. You can leave the room if you want. Uh, okay, well, Chronicles 8. I'll read the. It's just a breakdown of the family system. I'll read the very first verse. So it's going to be Holy Bible, First Chronicles 8:1. And it's the genealogy from Benjamin. And Benjamin became the father of Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel the second, Aharah the third. Amen. I'm going to flip it over here. And turn, listen, I'm not kidding you. I turned right to that. You saw me. You my witness. If you nod, there's a God above us all that gets you. For me. That's where it feels, God feels like doing the bed. It's his world. We're all just living here, right? This is the gospel exalted. The letter of Paul to the Romans, chapter 1. I'll read till somebody throws a tomato at me. No, I'm just kidding. Why? Because I'm hungry. Why was that so hard to understand? Let me see. Yeah, sit back and relax. It's like tell you a tale about a fateful trip. Started on this. Let me see here. Paul, a bondservant of Christ Jesus, called as an apostle, set apart for the gospel of God. That's how I got to fool relevant. I never really knew what I looked like when I was reading from the Holy Bible, actually. I don't think I've ever recorded myself. It's kind of strange, huh? I'm sure my license probably differs with that a little bit, though. Huh? They never tell me not. They always said it was a strong possibility. That was 30 years ago, you know. Anybody know that guy's name did that to me? I think he owes me some. Oh, I'm sorry. Megan, Megan. Let's see. I saw this girl earlier, and I was thinking how much we should sit and pray together. Yeah. Okay. Paul, a bondservant of Christ Jesus, called us an apostle, set apart for the gospel of God, which he promised beforehand through his prophets in the Holy Scriptures. Okay. Stop right there. We have dinner? Please. No, sit back. Of course, my legs are spread out and all on the ground like that. I'm tired. You hungry? Okay. Am I being foolish now? Look into my eyes. What do you see? It gets me in trouble sometimes. I don't know why. So we're just talking about the tribes of Benjamin, right? So, and then we get to the Romans. So what do you think? There's a message today, through the good book here. Right? So Benjamin, right? Who is Benjamin, right? Well, they say Jesus comes from the tribe of Benjamin. Benjamin, right? The Gibeons. I'm pretty sure the Gibeons, right? They were. They were such. Oh gosh. They liked to have sex a lot. They were gay. They were gay as hell, man. But they're more like bisexuals. Some of you can relate to that, right? Me personally, well, almost maybe. Who knows, man? Can you even hear me? Is this thing synchronized? I don't think it is. Okay. Maybe it is. It's the way it goes, right? But Paul's talking about how people tell stories, right? And they're passed on from generation to generation. Of course, this is the Bible. And Paul, he was a writer, right? So he started writing it down. But Bible stories used to be told by word of mouth. You know, blah, 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 blah. Right? And we just go, yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to go do something. I want to go party. I want to do something else. Well, when things started being written down, it used to be called a script. And people say, yeah, I got a story for you. Check it out. Give me something for it. Why? Because I wrote it down on this paper right here. And I'll teach you how to write it, right? So, anyway. So the story is the Romans, right? The police, right? And they were back in them days, like before Jesus Christ, and until shortly after Jesus Christ, got old to die for all of us, right? They were very much like do as I say, not as I do type people, right? So they went from like telling people what to do to being told what to do. From not relying on sort of religious orders to sort of relying on them. So it goes back and forth like that, right? In every community. Like the strong are bullying the weak, right? And often killing them. But sometimes people that know that size is very important, they don't sort of fall for that trap. They just kind of agree that yes, a big person in a wrestling match, arm wrestling match, or boxing match probably could whoop their butt. So what they do is they try to persuade the person to negotiate, to not tease and taunt and act like a jerk when they're around people who can kick their butt, right? And well, that's good practice. That's good practice in life, to stay out of getting like thumped by someone enormous who you are just irritating. So God's above us all, right? So what is that telling you right there? Nirvana, it's kind of like saying ignorance is bliss. Right? So some people, right, have a hard time paying their bills, right? You know the rest of that story, don't you? Sometimes I grow so tired, but I know there's one thing I've got to do. Ramble on. Every day, Rob Plant was my stepdad from this is me a few years ago. So like a monster, don't it? Anyway, I gotta get going. I got some other stuff to do today. I just wanted to check it. Oh, let me read something over here. A psalm. There you go. This is Psalm 25:1. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. And let me get a proverb to you. And Proverbs 13:1. A wise son accepts his father's discipline, but a scoffer does not listen to rebuke. So that just pretty much reaffirms our conversation today. You know, the sort of the poor that were bullied, they sort of rose up and they didn't really become bullies, but they did become like very persuasive, because people live on this world for a long time. And sometimes the little guy, well, he wins, right? I mean, he like sort of just wins the argument, like the underdog. Hey, remember that cartoon Underdog? Isn't that a cool cartoon? That reminds me. Guess who I was at the Child's Playhouse Theater? You know, Underdog wears a costume just like Mighty Mouse. Guess who else I was? Anyway, it's a long time ago. Like these days, give auditions every day. Just give us $50. You come in, pretend to be whatever you want. We don't fucking care. No, I'm sorry, I better stop cussing. I'm just reading from the Bible there. Wipe my bananas. I'm sorry. It's been alone for a long time. I'm the minister. I really haven't done that. That's probably what my problem is. I just sometimes think. Yeah, I got my drumsticks. You want to hear some drumming? This is Mike drumming here. All right, different strokes. Different strokes to different folks. Why is this thing on like time delay or whatever? Here, I put my book here so I don't make as much noise, but I can still tap out a pretty good beat here. Here's my drumsticks. Pro Max. Come on, baby, let's go make some noise. Light that on. Okay. I mean, back in the day, it was a Pearl Jam. Brief sessions. Just remember that, right? You should have seen what I saw. In some tight spots. Honey, you call all your girlfriends? Oh, that's right. I better put this up. I gotta go. I got one more book. It's a threesome. I mean, a foursome. Let's forget about myself. Wonder why that happens. This is my computer book. You like my computer book? I think it's made by Barron's. I got a mouse too. You wanna know where I got my mouse at? Pretty sure it's from New York because it's GE mouse. See what it looks like? You like that? Here's a trick. You've all seen this one, right? The card game. It's a different set of cards, but if you get a guy, pick a card on there and then look on the back, see what's dead. Oh my God, it disappeared. No, it didn't. It's a different set of chords. Pretty trippy, huh? Woo, woo, baby. Woo, check it out. Woo. There's my favorite coffee house. Well, one of them anyway. I don't want to piss them off again. Again, I don't think they want me coming to the fucking store. After all these years of me not asking for anything from the register. If you were a CEO, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't ask me how I became a CEO. I mean, you don't want to ask that again. It can take hours. Stay in school. So long. See you on the rebound. God love you. Who am I to argue?